Hello and welcome to my first YouTube video in 2026. This is a new format because this is basically painting and oversharing. And like always, you need to try new things in the new year, especially in 2026. And why is that? Did you felt very drained last year in 2025? If yes, it was nothing personal and it was nothing about you. It was more about a collective exhaustion that a lot of people faced. So if that year also felt heavy for you in a quiet way, you were not alone. It was a worldwide phenomenon. And there are actually some explanations in astrology. Like it doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. Just listen. In numerology, there are 9-year cycles. So each year has a number assigned from 1 to 9. And that's basically when you add up the individual numbers of a year. So for example, 2025, you would add up the 2, the 0, the 2 and the 5. So you would come up with a 9. And then next year, because it's only single digits, so next year you will have 2026, which is 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, which equals 10. And 10 is again 1 plus 0, and that's 1. So in numerology, that means that last year, 2025, was a 9-year. And a 9-year is the end of a cycle. And the end of a cycle means, of course, like multiple things. It is not only about a year actually comes to an end. No, it is about something that maybe mattered for you or didn't matter. You figured out that it was not for you. You might had something that felt off, that didn't feel right, and you now finally have the courage to step back on. It can be a relationship, it can be a business, it can be a job you didn't like, or maybe a toxic friend, or a bad habit. Something came to an end in 2025 and I'm sure of it. Tell me in the comments if you already know what. Even though it felt very heavy, there's a lot of hope for 2026. Because yes, things do end. But wherever something ends, where the snake sheds its skin, because it was also a year of the snake, we do have hope that things will improve. And now you come into like the best year for it, because next year is a year 1. And a year 1 always means that there's room for new beginning. And new beginning can also, of course, happen in many ways. So you can find a new job. It could be that you find the hobby that will fulfill you. It can be that you finally make that travel that your soul needed. It can be that you finally meet the person that your soul needed. Or you just, stumble upon something that you didn't know you were searching for. And additionally to it being a year 1, so a beginning of a new cycle, it is also year of the horse. And year of the horse means that you will run with full power basically and will achieve something. And even if you don't believe in astrology and numerology, I think it doesn't matter, because isn't it nice if it gives you a little bit of hope? It's positive things. So I actually do like it. And maybe I even believe a little bit in that kind of stuff. So, for me, a new year means a new format. And my new format will be painting and oversharing, and I will also have a format of crafting and oversharing. And what I want to do, just to explain that, is I want to paint things, I want to, like this one, I just want to paint things that I printed. These are all for the game Gloomhaven. If you don't know, Gloomhaven is more of it's like a D&D a little bit like a D&D like role play. So it's up to four players, and each of them will jump into a role of a hero, and you have abilities, and it's very tactical. Yeah, you always have to achieve the goal of the campaign chapter. So it could be slay a lot of enemies, it could be defeat the boss, it could be clear the obstacles or something. And those obstacles I've spoken of, I printed some of them, because I was in the game, of course, you have everything you need, out of cardboard. But I was I want something cool to just let it feel more immersive. So I printed some gems and I printed some barrels. And so this is what they looked before. This is all what I printed. And in my next video, I will show you how to paint them. So yeah, stay tuned, because I think it is some very easy technique that you could also very easily replicate if you want to play Gloomhaven, or just get into painting figurines. This is also new for me, but I am painting a lot of cosplays, so I'm confident that I can do it. I hope. If not, you may laugh at me. That's okay. So yeah, we will also paint some chests. I have some bear traps. I have an initiative thing that is normally used, you know, for the monsters that are on the play field, and the players, they have different initiative, and depending on how high or low it is, they will be earlier or later in the position of the game. So I think these are just like very cool to have painted, especially this one because it's an elemental chart. So I definitely want to give the elements a color. But I'm always liking it most if I can just modify some wood or stone and, you know, get it some plants and details and put some rust. So I'm very sure I will find something. But anyways, tell me about your 2025. Yeah, oh my god, Sue went immediately back to the topic from the beginning. Tell me, did you experience the exhaustion that I was talking about? Do you also crave a new beginning, or not at all? Do you think that's pure bullshit and astrology and numerology is just like, yeah, should be forgotten because it always fits because it's too generic? But if it's so generic, then I question myself why there were actually so many breakups. 8 of my friends broke up. That's insane, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of doubt that that is just coincidence. Of course, every year people break up, but that year, like 2025, that was different. There was a lot going on. And also for me, I think something in it, because I also were like, I felt kind of stuck with what I was doing, you know, like repeating and repeating, just doing reels and reels over and over, like putting quantity over quality in a way. So I want to go back to some more quality, like less content, but therefore nicer content, some more YouTube videos, and back to Twitch. So that is basically my new beginning for 2026. And now I want to hear about yours. And in case that I miss your comment, don't worry. There are also other ways to contact me, but you know that. So just check out the link in the bio and, you know, yeah, I would love to hear from you. So goodbye. Mwah.